Usually, you get the Mickey Mutineers Podcast, where we talk everything Disney. But sometimes... you get the Mutineer Disaster Hour, where we talk everything else. It's like Duck Duck Goose with shitty podcasts. And we're here! Hi, everybody!
Hi, Jake.
Josh, would you have just freaked out if I pointed at you and you had no notes? What would you have done?
No, I was actually worrying a little bit that I didn't have notes when you started. That's why I asked you if we had that intro for the Disaster Hour now.
Oh, I mean, it's a pre-recorded intro. It's pretty
Am I echoing? I'm in the bathroom. I just want to make sure I'm not echoing.
I mean, it's a slight echo, but it's not bad. It sounds like you're in the bathroom. Are you pooping?
Not at the moment.
Well, I could tell you he's not pooping.
Who?
Yes.
What?
Look, there's a lot of questions being raised already, and this is already a Disaster Hour. Josh, what are you doing in the bathroom? Don't hit Josh!
Bathroom murders are always fun. What? That's not how Oh, this is awkward.
Well, we got our end clip already, so I mean, we might as well just wrap this show up. JK, gosh dang. Guys, before we get into anything... we have a special guest today. He needs to stay in the green room, though, Mr. Crumb, until your time is here. So we're doing a little bit of a combo episode. I know it's labeled as Mutineer Disaster Hour, but hey, one of us went to Disney World, and we're not just going to let that slide. So we're going to slam that into the middle of the Disaster Hour. You're going to get a special Mickey Mutineers edition segment of the Disaster Hour. This is the crossover everyone has been asking for.
People have been asking?
You mean nobody?
Nobody, that's the one. This is the crossover that nobody has been asking for. But before we do anything, guys, I want to start this off with a recommendation I got from Josh.
Uh-huh.
Where I went out and purchased a ginger snapped Mountain Dew.
Oh, I've had one of those.
Oh,
how is it?
I don't know. I saved it for air. But I wanted to do it first because I'm thirsty.
Oh, yeah, do that first. Then I'll tell you my thoughts on it.
Okay, here we go. This is so it is. Now it's not ginger Mountain Dew, which I was hoping it would be. No.
Fine.
And ginger Mountain Dew would be good though. It's gingerbread Mountain Dew. But you gotta be careful though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You gotta be careful because ginger snaps. Yeah,
I hate you.
Always looking for a handout. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna smell it first. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it smells like...
Why did you just smell your butthole?
Because it smells like gingerbread. Okay, now the Mountain Dew. Oh, that smells like gingerbread too.
Wait, hold on. If they both smelled like gingerbread, you had one vastly different reaction to one of them than you did the other for the same smell.
Well, like, one of them made sense. I've been sitting on cookies all day. Gotta keep them warm.
Who's Cookie?
Again, asking questions that we don't need to have the answers to right now, and I'm thirsty. Here we go.
Wait for it. There it is.
What the hell? Why does it taste like potpourri at the end?
It tastes like gingerbread at the end.
But like a ginger potpourri.
Potpourri?
How much potpourri do you taste?
I don't taste much, but I sit on a lot. And, okay, this...
I feel like everything you're doing is wrong.
Yeah, I'm drinking a ginger snapped Mountain Dew. Okay, here's my problem with this. I drink Mountain Dew because it's refreshing. Like, it quenches the thirst. Where, like, ginger snap cookies are the exact opposite of that. Like, they're good. I like ginger snap cookies. But in no way are they refreshing. They don't quench any thirst. They actually supply their own thirst, and they add to whatever thirst you had previously going into the ginger snap cookie. So this Mountain Dew beverage is very confusing right now. Because at first it is refreshing, but then towards the end I'm like, this is a cookie. But I've committed, and this is my beverage for this episode.
What if you mixed it with vodka and made a mule out of it?
No, it's not ginger. It's gingerbread.
But it still got ginger, right?
But it doesn't taste like ginger. Look. Okay, here's how I'm going to put this.
I'm confused.
No, here you'll understand this. Cinnamon, like the actual cinnamon, has a very cinnamon flavor. It tastes like cinnamon. But then cinnamon candy tastes nothing like cinnamon. It's just spicy and terrible, and I hate it. But they're both called cinnamon.
I don't understand how the candy can be called cinnamon.
Right. It's a crime against humanity. Like, I'm pretty sure cinnamon candy goes against the Geneva Convention. I guarantee you. And no one's raising questions.
You know, there's a lot of things that probably do, though.
Yeah, starting with cinnamon
I
candy.
mean, if I'm being honest.
Oh, now is not the time for honesty. That picture... Okay, you know what? Josh, please send me that picture for later. Thanks. Anyway. Where was I? I was on a good cinnamon rant. Oh, anyway, cinnamon's terrible. So I feel like the difference between cinnamon candy and cinnamon, the actual spice, is the difference between ginger, the actual spice, and gingerbread. It's just all candied up and spiced up.
So what you're saying is there's too much cinnamon in that Mountain Dew?
There might be. Is there any... Wait, do they put cinnamon in gingerbread?
I don't know.
Oh, there's caffeine in here. Oh, I'm not going to sleep tonight. This is fantastic. Hey, guys, this is going to be a 4-hour episode, and I am pumped!
Woo! Every time I see these little gingerbread dudes, I just think of the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Who lives on Drury Lane? Thanks, Jordan. High five. Yay. So, speaking of Jordan, you went to Disney World, and we're going to get into that in just a second. But first, I do want to make an announcement that, guys, this is quite possibly our last episode using this program. See, Josh got all excited, and
you got half of the freaking...
Don't give me hope.
You got half of the paying audience excited.
Wait, you guys pay?
What's half of 0%?
Hold on, I'll get the calculator.
Never mind.
It's 12.
You didn't carry the one right.
Oh.
It's 21?
And the reason I announce this is in case this comes out as some wild ass time traveling episode where my audio always comes first. Hopefully this.
Nothing to brag about.
That freaks me out. Like when I listen back and you answer my questions before I ask them.
No, that's normal. Fry sauce.
I always think that you have like traction control or something.
Damn it.
Or ESP. I'm sorry.
ESPN?
No, ESP.
Oh. What am I thinking of?
No, I bundled that with my Hulu and my Disney Plus.
Oh.
Traction control.
My nose is itching.
Oh.
Am I allergic to gingerbread? Shit.
You might be allergic to all that cocaine you just did.
No, I'm definitely. Well, maybe. Science.
I don't know. Is your nose burning?
A little bit, yeah. And my sphincter's kind of tingling too. So.
Why are you drinking Mountain Dew through your nose?
Follow up question. Did you chase it with holy water?
No, I'm fresh out. I switched to a Himalayan rock salt now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And
Did you do a line of that?
What?
Did you do a line of that?
Yeah, I cut that out with my gingerbread nutmeg.
That was. Well, you're supposed to snort the cocaine and put the rock salt on your food.
Oh, I put it all in my butt. No, there's a lot of blood vessels in there. It absorbs really quickly. You know what? It's getting weird. We should move on. As Jordan shows a thermal detonator in his mouth. Jordan, I need to know, where did you get that thermal detonator? The floor is yours. But I'm going to switch the background.
I've got some upstairs, too.
Cocaine?
Some thermal detonators?
Thermal detonators.
Oh.
They look exactly like Jordan's, except for the one that's green.
This is the only one I needed to complete my thermal detonator collection, so it came home with me, and then I forgot that I had it for a few days. So I'm drinking it now.
Glad I'm not the only one doing coke.
Oh, hey, did you happen to stop by Buc-ee's? Because I need some more of these.
Actually, I did stop by Buc-ee's, and we did get some of those.
Did you get me some of those, though?
No, I did not.
Did you bring me a toy?
No, I did not.
Did you buy a beaver?
I bought... Why? What have you heard?
Well, Buc-ee's has got the beaver.
We stopped at Buc-ee's going and coming back.
Ooh, us too. Did you get a brisket sandwich?
I got the brisket sandwich only because they were out of the pork sandwich, or they didn't have any pork sandwiches made. If they had the pork sandwich, I would have grabbed the pork because I think the pork is the better of the two.
Yeah, that one did not have... we stopped at the same one on our way down and back, and they did not have the pork sandwiches either time.
I can tell you, if you ever make your way up to the new one in Calhoun, they usually have a pretty good supply of the pork sandwiches. I can tell you that we bought a lot of beaver nuggets.
Ew.
I'm not mature enough for that, Jordan.
That's what they're called.
I believe you. I'm just saying I'm not mature enough for that.
Well, they're downstairs. I should have brought them up here. Yes, Jake.
Do they taste like vanilla?
Do they taste like vanilla? No, I mean, we actually got some white fudge covered beaver nuggets.
No, Josh is right. I'm not mature enough for this. I tried, guys. I tried so hard.
I mean, you're missing out.
I probably am. And, next time I'm at Buc-ee's, I'm going to try to find some fudge-covered chocolate nuggets from the beaver. What were they? Chocolate salty balls. That's the one.
No, that's not what I said.
They're the sweaty balls.
Ooh. The sweaty beaver balls.
I think this has turned into something completely different than what it started.
Yeah, this is a weird Disney World trip report. What'd you say, Josh?
It's the same conversation still.
Oh.
So, we stopped at Buc-ee's going and coming back. We got snacks there. I got a sandwich on the way back. We got the biscuits because we left really early.
Nice.
And when we stopped, it was probably about 6:30 in the morning when we stopped, or maybe it was like 7 a.m., something like that. We stopped, and I got the just like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. It was good. The biscuit was, I mean, I feel like I've had better biscuits, but as far as biscuits from a gas station, that's probably the best one I've had.
I mean,
I gotta say, I mean, I haven't tried Buc-ee's, but QT actually has some pretty good biscuit sandwiches.
I'm not brave enough to try the biscuit sandwiches from QT, at least not yet. I do know that in order to, I guess, compete with Buc-ee's, they started adding that food service area in the back of all the QTs. So, so maybe I'll get brave.
Wait until we start getting the Wahoo or Waha, Woohoo. Wawa, that's the one. Wait till we get those up this way.
Wait.
Their sandwiches are fucking phenomenal.
Wawa was the correct guess?
Yeah, they're all over in Central Florida.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's a Pennsylvania station. In Central
Ooh, like
Florida.
Hess.
They're out of business. They all turned into a speedway track, but not racetrack.
Anyway.
But you at the speedway stations, you can still find occasionally the Hess gas truck toys. It's the same company. They just rebranded the stores.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Josh, I'm rebranding us. Our last name is now Speedway.
Nice. Now when I go into Speedways, I'll be like, "Oh, are you the owner of the company?"
Yes.
Yeah, I'm driving a 1984 Pontiac Fiero, and I own fucking Hess gas station, stupid.
And I'm checking into a Hilton Doubletree. Just give me my cookie and let's never speak of this again. Anyway, I'm Jake Speedway. It kind of has a cool ring to it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Anyway, Jordan, since we adopted you, you're now Jordan Speedway Gasly. It's high.
We're kind of like the Ramones.
Except talented. No, wait. Except they're talented. Pronoun problems.
That'll happen.
Yeah, that's a quote from that Looney Tunes cartoon.
Animaniacs?
No, from the duck season, rabbit season 1. When they're like, do you want to shoot me now or take me home? Shoot him now! Shoot him now! Anyway.
Oh God, that's one of the best cartoons there is.
Yeah. All right, back to Jordan. Jordan, tell us about your trip.
Yeah, so I took a trip to Walt Disney World, Walter Elias Disney World, and I'm not going to go into crazy detail of the stuff that I did every day because it's Disney World. We've all been to Disney World. People listening have more than likely been to Disney World. I just made a list of things about this trip specifically that I just thought were interesting or stood out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But first, I want to talk about the person who helped me book my stay at Walter Elias Disney World, our friend of the show, Jillian.
Woo!
Jillian As You Wish. I want to give a shout out to Jillian. On the way down there, she sent me a message and said, "Hey, you guys have a really fun time. When you check in, there's something for you at the check-in desk." And I said, "What?" And she left us this little gift box, which had some pretty cool stuff in it. It had a little plush animal. It had 2 necklaces of the Christmas tree light necklaces. So if we were out at night, we could have those blinking Christmas tree light necklaces. It had something else in there. I can't remember what, but it also had 2 postcard-sized prints of the Tiki Room, which I thought was really nice of her to think of us and leave a nice little gift box. Awesome. So shout out to Jillian.
Can I pause you right there?
Yes.
Now that sounds great and everything, but when I went in March, my travel agent it was way cooler than yours. I'm sorry, but she sent me. Now I feel mean. It's the same person. We have the same person. I couldn't even finish the joke. We love Jillian. She's the best. Yeah, no, she sent me lanyards and pins and maps for my kids to get all prepped and excited. It was great.
Nice.
Pens and pins. It was fantastic. So, yeah.
There's some other stuff in the box, too, and I can't remember what it was, and I'm going to feel bad for not remembering what's in there. It's downstairs, otherwise I'd go and grab it. Yeah, but
double shout out to Jillian, and that's why we were recording on a Tuesday night, because we had to take last night off because it was Jillian's birthday, so also happy birthday to Jillian.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This is something that stood out for me.
Yes, Josh?
Nothing.
And I know that you've both experienced it because you've been there since they've reopened, but the new security setup when you enter the parks.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, I thought it was, I had to every day when we went to the park, I had to dig stuff out of my messenger bag and hold it in front of me. But I don't know, like I thought it felt like it was a smoother ride than having what
you had to take stuff out of your bag? You
yeah.
They just let us through with like I had my camel pack and
Your camel toe?
Well, that too. No, more of a moose knuckle.
It's mammal toe.
Camel. Never mind. But no, they didn't make us take anything out of our bags and hold them in front of us.
I had my sunglasses case, I had my rechargeable battery for my phone, and then I had my camera case. And one of those three things is what kept making the thing go off.
Oh yeah, the bell. Yeah.
So I had to take all of those things and hold them out in front of me as I passed through.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we have the little white phone rechargers that you can trade off in the parks, and those did not set it off at all. Yeah, that's the one.
So I thought that I liked the new security. I thought it flowed a bit better. We ate at a new to us restaurant at Disney Springs. I know it's fairly new in general, but it's the last restaurant right next to the Cirque du Soleil building. It's called CityWorks. It's essentially like a classy bar food place.
Oh, yeah. That's the tap house. I was talking about that one time when we're talking about the NBA experience closing.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember that. We went and we had a couple different beers one night, and the main part of their menu was just burgers. So I got a pretty decent burger. I got like a pulled pork burger. So they just put smoked pork on top of a cheeseburger, and I was happy. It was all right. Like I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. So, but it's it's at Disney Springs, so it's like a $20 cheeseburger. So what are you gonna do? Guys, I do want to talk about something serious. And I don't know if any of you can relate. Josh, I think you might be able to relate a little bit more than Jake, or not. I don't know. But guys, we're not spring chickens anymore. We're all in our 30s.
We are?
Oh, well, we're all over the age of 30.
Okay. That makes sense.
Josh got excited.
It's like yes!
What year?
Take those years away.
Can I talk to you about something very serious that I want to bring up to the Disney World company? What is up with ride cars and the lack of lumbar support? And I'm specifically looking at Toy Story Midway Mania. Because that is the most uncomfortable ride car I have ever been in. Like that back where the seat meets the back is like a perfect 90-degree angle, and it is uncomfortable.
I think I have an answer for you though.
Really?
Lay it on.
Fairly certain it's probably it boils down to the cost of the mold.
Well then,
because they're plastic seats,
then they should mold it more comfortably.
I'm not disagreeing with that statement. I'm just saying this is a cost analysis benefit. Benefit analysis.
I love the Haunted Mansion, but sometimes the Doom Buggy is just uncomfortable.
So
yeah, but you're still gonna ride it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go with the cheapest way to get you sitting in it, and you still ride it.
Oh man, I feel like I have the worst posture anytime I'm on Toy Story Midway Mania.
They could put you in motherfucking Riddler's Revenge bicycle seats, and you would still ride it.
He doesn't get that reference, Josh.
Jake knows what I'm talking about. Oh, that was sad.
So hold on. I want to circle back. I do want to tell that story, but no, circle back to this issue that Jordan's having, because not only is did you just raise your hand? Anyway, not only is Jordan correct that those seats are uncomfortable, Midway Mania is probably the number one ride where you are the most active. Like, there's a lot of movement going on.
Yeah. Pulling a string, trying to not get your arm all sore.
You know what's great about that ride? You know, I'm right-handed, so I can sit there and go pop, 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 pop for about 30 seconds, and I'm done. Got a nap after that.
I usually smoke after that ride, but that's just me. But, I mean, you can say that they spared some expense on these ride seats because Jordan's not wrong.
I think it's 2021, about to be 2022. I just think that Disney, of all corporations, can spend the extra coin to make these ride cars a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, no.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking for.
You should just go into the parks with your own lumbar.
No, hold on. My resort fees went up. My park tickets went up. You're charging me for this Genie Plus, which we'll get to at the end of this, because I'm going to talk about that last. And you're charging for these a la carte rides. You're telling me that you can't spend the extra, I don't know, couple grand to make these things more comfortable? Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that one too.
I'm calling bullshit. All right, I'm moving on. The Big Top store in Fantasyland, in the little circus area. So this is one of Chelsea's favorite gift shops to go and check in because it's got the bakery, like the mini confectionery in the center, and then it's got pins and shirts and all on the outside. We walked in. All of like the souvenir portions are gone, and they put tables in there.
Like dining tables?
Yeah, like little 2 or 3 person tables.
Which shop is this?
This is the Big Top store right next to Dumbo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they just took all of the merchandise out of that store and they just put tables for you. Like if you want to go in there and get a snack, you can just sit at one of the tables inside. And Chelsea was like, "Oh, I want to go to the Big Top store. I want to go to the Big Top." And we went, and it was just tables. She's like, "This fucking sucks." I was like, "Yeah, this does kind of suck." So I thought that was a change that I wasn't expecting.
Well, usually they don't take merchandise away. Like usually they add the merchandise.
Right.
This is weird. What kind of topsy-turvy world are we living in?
Wait. Is there a store in the executed Dumbo now?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's an executed. No, there's no executed Dumbo. It's Dumbo.
But it wasn't a Dumbo gift store. It was just like you could get a lot of the stuff from the Emporium at that place too. So I don't know what the deal is.
Speaking of that, that's one of my big bitches right now. Remember back when each store sold slightly different merchandise? Like you could only get this certain item at the Emporium, or you could only get it over at shit. Does Disney World have a store by the freaking Splash Mountain, or is that Disneyland? But anyways,
there's a Splash Mountain gift shop.
Patch.
Like yeah, okay. But and then like Mouse Gears had its certain Mouse Gears only stuff, and in the different stores in the studios had their certain stuff. But now it's like everything except for Star Wars Land sells the same stuff.
Oh well, we'll get into that.
Oh, so that's not true anymore either.
Well, we'll get into that. So we're gonna move over to Epcot, and here's a fun story. I bumped into former AEW World Champion Kenny Omega at the Japan Pavilion. I know that you guys aren't wrestling guys, But Kenny Omega is kind of a big deal in the wrestling world, and I bumped into him, and I got a picture with him, and he was super nice.
I saw that picture. I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what any of those words mean. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
A picture is a
No,
photograph.
No, you know what they mean.
Well, I mean, like
you understood them.
AEW.
You just don't know.
AEW and Lester Brock and who'd you run into?
I didn't say Lester or Brock. So what you just told me was that you 100% understood what I said. You just wanted to be a dick.
That's fair, yeah.
Maybe. Well, I don't know what AEW is, though. I understand it's probably a wrestling thing because there's a W in there.
AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
Oh.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like P is in pterodactyl.
Oh, because the
That's
W is an
nothing.
R. Or sounds like one.
Yeah.
I've never peed on a
Yeah.
pterodactyl. So anyway.
You should try it sometime. Speaking of Epcot.
Wait, hold on. Jillian's here. She says, "Sorry I'm late. I was wrapping my boss's office." I don't know what that means, but I'm glad you're here, Jillian.
I hope she when she said that she's wrapping her boss's office, I hope she recorded a sick beat.
I was just thinking of just rap battle in the boss's office.
Jillian just missed me talking about Kenny Omega, so that's
And before that, we talked about.
It sounds like an anime character.
Sounds like a what?
But speaking of Epcot, there were a lot of random stores that were just closed.
Yeah.
Not just through Epcot. I'm talking about at a whole bunch of the other parks as well. Let's see, what was closed? The back half of the China Pavilion was closed.
Oh, weird.
So there's the store that's kind of directly behind the quick service and Nine Dragons.
Uh-huh.
That whole portion is open, but the portion that's behind the theater closed. Just closed.
So when I was working in Orlando, I had the Epcot After 4. I've actually seen that quite a bit. And that was what, 2018?
So not done with my story.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. The whole right half of the Germany pavilion was closed. Like the Christmas store was open, and the little middle section where you can buy the steins, and then the back portion with all the glasswork, and the caramel shop was open. But the part on the other side that sells like all the German toys and the German the Haribo gummy bears and everything, that whole section was closed.
Not the gummy bears.
That's weird.
Surprisingly, all of Japan was open. I think like a huge section of Morocco was closed as well. I'm trying to think.
I've definitely seen that before too.
There was I also want to say that part of the UK pavilion was closed. But I know I'm talking about Epcot, but even in Hollywood Studios, the Muppet store was closed.
Yeah, it was closed when we went too.
The Muppet store was closed. The Christmas shop that's in that back corner was closed.
Yep.
And then something else was closed. Oh, Hollywood and Vine. When you're going towards Tower of Terror, the first store on your left that usually has all the villain stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
That whole strip was closed.
So I've not seen that closed before, but I've definitely seen the last few years the Muppet store and the Christmas shop closed quite a bit.
But I can tell you, whenever we went in 2020, before the shutdown, all of the stores that I'm mentioning right now were 100% open.
Yeah, we had our annual passes in 17 and 18, and I've definitely seen the Muppet store and the Christmas store closed more often than open.
The Launch Bay store was closed.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
The Launch Bay, surprisingly, you could still go into the exhibit. There were no meet and greets. but the store where like you would exit through the gift shop, that was closed. And that was kind of a bummer because I actually really liked that gift shop. That was cool to get like the non-Galaxy's Edge Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
And they also
they had some pretty cool shit.
They also had one of those like D-Tech machines where you could get a customized magic band or phone case. Or something. So, I mean, you can do that at the co-op, but it was just another place. Yeah. You can do the same thing at the gift shop exiting Space Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, yeah, they've got all the tap screens. But I thought it was weird that all of these stores were closed. And the more I thought about it, it's like Disney also laid off 32,000 employees last year. So they're probably they probably just haven't rehired everybody in order to staff those places. Because when we were going around World Showcase, the people working in the pavilion, I can tell, were not from the country. Because I guess they haven't reopened their cultural experience program or their cultural exchange program. So there were a lot of just Americans working all of these different, places in World Showcase. When that's normally not the case, right? Like in Japan Pavilion, people from Japan staff the pavilion. Germany and so on and so forth.
They should hire Jake and my brother to work the UK Pavilion. He could pull off the accent pretty well. I mean, he kind of sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire when he does it, but
I'll get Tim on the blower. We'll send him that way.
But there was a bunch of stores closed that I just was not expecting to be closed.
See,
which was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like when I was there, I was there with 2 children, so I was actively avoiding stores because I didn't want to take them in stores because kids like toys. So, of all the things you said, I've been sitting here thinking, oh, wait, was that open? And I don't know. I did a really good job at avoiding stores. I did a kind of good job. So.
No, I purposely went to go into Muppets for something, and I can't remember what, and I was really disappointed it was closed. Oh, no. I remember what it was. They would not let me on the Millennium Falcon ride with the face mask I had on. And so that was the closest store I thought might have a face mask. I went all around the fucking park before I found a different face mask.
They have them in the Emporium.
Anyways, never mind. I don't even know what I was saying.
Sticking in Epcot, the Creation Shop was finally open. The former Mouse Gear.
Oh.
Which is now the Creation Shop. First off, it looks fan-fucking-tastic because it looks great. And best of all, it does not smell like a fart anymore in that place.
Yeah. It's like huge and wide open now.
Yeah, and there's like floor-to-ceiling windows, so it lets in a lot of natural light.
Yeah, I don't have anxiety going in there anymore.
Yeah, it's not as cluttered at all. They've got rid of all those like weird like 90s and early 2000s colors that were bogging that store down. Like it looks really, really cool. A lot of there's some pretty good variety in that store too. Like I actually thought I saw some stuff in that store that I didn't see at the Emporium, but there were there was a nice mix of everything. There was some cool Star Wars stuff in there. There was a lot of mouse ears. There were, I think I got a T-shirt from that place.
Well, and they still do. Going back to my previous statement, so I'm gonna, kind of negate some of my previous statement, but that store does have all the Epcot only shit.
Mm-hmm.
That does negate your previous statement. You are correct. Good job.
Slightly.
But speaking about the Creation Shop, so Creation Shop gets 2 thumbs up. I went to the new Club Cool, which is attached to the new Creation Shop.
Was the line 10 miles long like when I went?
No, actually, we walked right in. Yeah, we got there. We walked right in. We tried every single flavor. And I need to give a big, what the fuck is up with the China soda that tastes like barbecue sauce?
Wait.
What?
Yeah. I
Tell me more.
I can't. No, listen.
I'm intrigued.
No, you're intrigued, but when you taste it, you're gonna be like, "Oh, this doesn't feel right." So Chelsea and I went in.
Clearly, Jordan's never drank barbecue sauce out of the bottle.
No, I have, and that's the issue. I know what consuming barbecue sauce is supposed to be like, and it wasn't this experience.
Would you compare it to drinking a gingerbread cookie?
No, I wouldn't actually.
Well, then this joke has been wasted.
I can't remember what the flavor was, but the flavor definitely did not match the taste. So you have your line of all your sodas. I started with the Beverly because it could only go up from there. And then Chelsea goes, yeah, Chelsea and I both got this particular soda, and we took a sip, and then we both knew it tasted familiar, but we were trying to recognize the taste with the flavor that was printed on the little nozzle, and the taste did not match up with the description. And then I turned and I said, "Did we just drink barbecue sauce?" And then Chelsea just out loud in front of everybody goes, "Holy shit, that's what it tastes like."
First of all, wow. Chelsea out loud.
I wonder.
That's a rarity.
You're right.
And you think they have that in our world of Coke?
They might.
I got the flavor description right here for you.
Okay, what is it?
Smart sour plum from China.
No. This tasted nothing like This tasted like Sweet Baby Ray's. Carbonated Sweet Baby Ray's.
So it says it's a traditional Chinese beverage that existed for over 1,000 years. Has a savory, sweet, and tart flavor. Sweet Baby Ray's, yeah. That is considered by many to be the ultimate sparkling thirst quencher on a hot day.
This was straight up. If Sweet Baby Ray's had the consistency of a soda and was carbonated, that's exactly what that shit tasted like.
So I have my carbonation machine here.
I love where this is going.
Jordan, you want to come over and let's experiment with carbonated barbecue sauces?
You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, and let's film it for Hot Sauce Heathen.
I'll do you one better. I got a Keurig machine with a My K cup.
But does it carbonate
wait,
coffee?
Hold on. Do they put barbecue sauces in K cups now?
No, but I can put my own into the K cup. I have the little make your own K cup thing.
So you'd have barbecue sauce tea?
Yeah. But like concentrated. No, see, like I'm not trying to say you guys don't. You guys still do the carbonated with one. I'll do the barbecue tea, and we'll compare. It'll be fantastic. It's the worst idea I've ever had.
So we actually need to get a new soda stream. And new bottles. So
yeah, let's ruin that one.
Yeah, when we get the new one, let's destroy this one. Carbonate some barbecue sauce.
Hey guys, can I come there in March?
Sure.
I mean,
there's a convention you should come to in that month.
No.
Oh yeah, tattoo conventions that month.
No, the toy conventions.
Hold on, we've had this conversation before. It didn't end well. March 2020. So
yeah.
We'll keep this on the download, but I'll try to get out there, guys. But let's make sure the universe doesn't hear this, okay? Yeah, good.
Yeah, okay.
Stupid smart weather.
Staying in Epcot, I got to ride the rat ride.
Oh yeah, did you like it? I loved it.
I did. I thought it was pretty damn cute, man. I wrote it and I was like, wow, that was very satisfying.
Wait, are you talking about Remy's Rise of the Resistance? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Remy's Rise of the Runaway Railway.
That's the one. Was it good though? Like,
yeah, it was very good. And I've only seen Ratatouille once. Chelsea's never seen it. So I will say I did pay the a la carte for us to get in on it because it was only $11. And I'm like, all right, that's not bad. And I was like, if I'm not going to do the virtual queue thing because every time I tried to wake up and do it, I couldn't. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just pay it. So I didn't, that was all money that was going to in the Disney budget anyway. So I didn't feel bad paying the $22 for us to ride that. I will talk a little bit more about the a la carte later, but I did pay for it. No, it was fun. Also, I think that I want to say that a lot of people give newer Disney attractions shit for being a lot of screens. But I don't think that they take into account the interactivity, the interconnectivity of the ride car with those screens. And I think Remy, out of all three of the trackless systems, I think Remy probably does it the best. Like, it interacts with what's going on in the screen a lot. Because, like, the car, like, kind of bumps up and down. And, like, even though you're watching a screen and you're on a flat surface, like, the car will tip forward as the screen falls down. So, like, they work in tandem with one another. And I think out of the three of them, Remy does that the best.
I gotta say, though, on the Runaway Railroad, the screen scene.
The waterfall was, that one was good. That one was good. But Remy does something similar, too. So.
Well, it does. And that's what reminded me. I can't remember. Was it the oven scene?
I think so. Oh, no. When you're on the roof and it tips you down from the roof into the kitchen.
That's what it was.
So leaving Epcot, Trader Sam's, guys, it only took me 6 years, but I finally got a black fucking pearl.
I don't know what that is.
Are you serious?
I'm new to this world.
Check Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
Before Jordan says anything, check the Urban Dictionary. Right. But did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Like Trader Sam's, I got the zombie mug.
So I got the zombie. I have the zombie mug, but when you order a pearl,
ooh.
But anytime, see that the pearl is the only drink that you always get the mug for, because they're made out of plastic. Like you just get you order. It's a $20 drink. You get the mug, but they pull the pearl out of a faux clam, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting a black pearl.
Nice.
So whenever, like, I have like 2 or 3 regular pearls, and then whenever we went, we actually couldn't get into Sam's because it was a 2.5 hour wait. So we just went out on the terrace instead. And when our server came out, I said, hey, what's the odds of me getting a black pearl? And she's like, honestly, it's 1 in 50. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to get the pearl and take the risk, or if I wanted to get one of the holiday drinks, because they had a holiday drink that looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to go for the black pearl. And sure as shit, 10 minutes later, she came out and she handed me my drink in the black pearl. And I was so fucking happy. So happy.
I want to see it.
It's downstairs. I'll send you a picture whenever.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll send you a picture right now because I think I have a picture of me drinking it. Drinking out of it on my phone. So, but I was really, really excited when we got it because, man, I didn't think I was going to get one. So, hold on, let me find this picture real quick. Yeah, here you go. Send it. All right, moving on. So, speaking of Runaway Railway,
nice.
We got to finally experience Runaway Railway, and I really liked it. I thought it was fantastic, and I don't understand why. Like, listen, I like Great Movie Ride, Would I have been happy with an update of Great Movie Ride? Sure, probably. I, however, think that people are really, really underplaying how stunning everything looks in Runaway Railway. The animation is fucking spectacular. And everyone's like, "Oh, screens and projections." I'm like, "Buddy, that is the current state of theme park technology." Like I love a good audio animatronic. I'm not gonna lie, but I also realize that these are the tools of the technology we have right now. This is what's going to get utilized, and this was utilized perfectly, and I love it. Also, Jake, when you went, were they doing the ride show, or did you just walk right into the ride?
We walked right into the ride, so the whole pre-show thing with the screen, we didn't get to experience that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, man.
The pre-show was amazing.
The pre-show was fantastic.
All right, well, I need to go back then.
Oh, man. Yeah, you do.
But can I just add on to what you're saying, though? And
yes.
Since we've all been on it now, I'm just going to spoil the ending to the ride. That last, well, I guess second to last scene, when you're in the factory and shit's going haywire, and then Minnie hits the button, and you're in the same room. You don't leave rooms, but that room like folds up and suddenly you're in the park and there's water and fountains and trees and shit.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. No one can complain about that. You don't leave the room, but the entire room changes. Beautiful.
So I do have one small complaint.
Out.
No, hear me out. I really like Chip 'n Dale Park Life on Disney Plus. And I feel like it's the same park. And I did not see Chip 'n Dale at all. I was disappointed.
Well, yes.
I feel like this is a very personal gripe.
I said it's a small complaint.
About chipmunk size.
Yeah. So, question, Jordan.
Yeah.
Is it still Food and Wine?
No, it's Festival of the Holidays, which was fantastic, by the way.
So there was not a whole bunch of drunk assholes wandering around.
Oh no, there were
in the evening.
It's Epcot.
It was bad.
It just wasn't Food and Wine.
Yeah. So when we were leaving, the drunk assholes were pretty bad. Like we saw drunk assholes trying to wrestle.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
And Josh complaining about drunk assholes always makes me laugh.
I'm just a drunk asshole on this podcast. Jordan, you've been around me drunk. I'm pretty nice in real life.
I'm pretty nice. That's true. I'll give him that.
I get all uncomfortable.
Whenever Josh gets drunk in front of you in person, he gets really excited about everything that's around him. You do. I don't say that as a bad thing. But like I was at Josh's house. And he goes, "Dude, check out this seashell." And then
yeah, that's why we have conch shells.
That's why I have a conch now.
So wait, are you telling me that in real life when Josh gets drunk, he just goes full golden retriever energy?
Yeah.
Nice. That's adorable.
All right, sticking in Hollywood studios. So I have a little bit of a major gripe about Galaxy's Edge.
Oh.
Now, I want to preface this with saying I understand that Disney has laid off 32,000 plus employees that they're trying to recoup. I also want to say that I realize that these cast members have been working their asses off through a pandemic, which we are still not out of. Like, we have not made the pandemic to endemic switchover yet. So I want to say that, fully acknowledging that I'm giving 100% grace where grace is due, and that is to all of the cast members. However, something I noticed that has changed is that the cast members in Galaxy's Edge don't really do the immersive thing anymore.
Oh.
So like whenever I went in 2020, they were all bright suns. Welcome to Batu. Oh, if you need something, you have to go off world to get that, meaning the other portion of the park. Like the fact that they were speaking that Galaxy's Edge was its own contained universe and you had to go off world to get something. Like they were, if you, do you have credits? Oh no, it's like use your credit card, like all of that was just not there this trip. And I was asking about a piece of merchandise and I said, hey, I know that the Life Day merchandise came out. I'm looking for this mug. And then the cast member was like, yeah, just check the front of the park. And I was like, oh.
I'm in a park?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer.
Man.
And in fairness, that cast member did answer my question. They were trying to help me. They're like, yeah, you can maybe check the stores in the front of the park, which put a pin in that for a second. We'll circle back around to that. But the whole immersion of the bright suns and rising moons of Batu just was not there. And I was bummed because I was like, oh no, I get to go experience Star Wars. I can finally, after a year and a half of shitty pandemic stuff, I can go to Star Wars and just escape it for even if it's just 5 minutes. Like I was looking forward to it. And then everybody working there was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I was like, man, listen, I'm trying not to be angry about it because again, they've had a shitty year, probably dealing with a lot of shitty people. And I don't want to, far be it from me, I don't want to be one of those shitty people, but I was just a little saddened whenever I was like, man, that's a bummer. But
like, could you just say like off world or something? Just
yeah. Like just listen, man, like you don't have to lay it on thick. Just throw me a bone. But like what Josh was saying about the merchandise is it used to be a lot of that stuff was only available in Galaxy's Edge. Mm-hmm. A lot of the Galaxy's Edge merchandise, there's a Star Wars shop right at the fucking front of the park now that sells all the stuff that you can get in Galaxy's Edge. Oh. And I was like, that makes, I'm like, I understand that you probably moved it up here because you needed to fill space and you're probably making the market less crowded up there. And like, I understand, but it's, like this, it's cooler to say, hey, I bought this at Galaxy. I bought this on Batu. Yeah. I bought this on Batu. Not, I bought this at the store at the front of the park, right? Like,
wait, where did you buy the lizard monkey?
Oh, I got it from the creature shop on Batu.
Still cool.
But I also bought a Life Day T-shirt, and I was actually gonna buy it from the store right next to this one, but they didn't have my size, and the place that did have my size was the store at the front of the park. So I had to get that one there. So I understand why they spaced out the merchandise just for social distancing, which is kind of out the window at this point because, man, let me tell you, those parks were fucking busy this week. Yeah. Fucking busy. They also don't give out the job cards for Smuggler's Run anymore.
I never had a job card.
Yeah, well, see, when we went, like, when you would go and they would say, like, how many in your party, they would give us the job cards. So that way, when you went to the cast member that was seating you, you would hand them, like, your pilot card, and they'd be like, you're in this seat. Oh. So they got rid of the cards.
Yeah, when I was there, you would only ride with your group, so I guess it was just like fight amongst yourselves.
Yeah. And they didn't allow free roaming in the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, weird.
This time.
You got that.
So, we didn't get that. Oh. So, before I end, I want to talk about Genie Plus. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. The the Cliff's Notes version is I definitely don't think it is a superior system to the old Fast Pass Plus system that we used to get. My issue that I ran into, Josh, I know whenever you went, you said you had an issue of them moving your times. I never had an issue with that. However, my issue was that since we were staying at the parks, we were able to wake up at 7 to make our first one, but we weren't able to choose our time. So you just have to like keep checking until it's around a time. Like, it's like, for example, if I wanted to go on the Kilimanjaro Safari and I woke up at 7, they would be like, oh, the next one's at 10:30. I'm like, well, I don't want to ride it at 10:30 because I'm not going to be at the park in 10:30. So I had to wait and keep refreshing in order to book that Genie Plus when it was a time that I felt comfortable going on that ride.
Yes,
But
you can't pick your times.
Yeah.
They pick it for you.
You can pick your time if you pay the a la carte. If you pay the a la carte, for which I did for Rise of the Resistance, I did it for Ratatouille, and I did it for, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud and admitting this, but I did it for Space Mountain.
I'm totally fine with this. I love Space Mountain.
Yeah, but I mean, I've ridden Space Mountain hundreds of times without paying for it. So, but anyway, that's a whole other conversation. So, like, when you pay for it, you can choose like there's options of like hours, like window hours that you can choose to ride. My problem is that, like, let's say theoretically I'm going to Magic Kingdom and I wake up at 7 and I see a Lightning Lane selection for Haunted Mansion at 11 a.m. So I tap on it. I have from 11 to 12 to go and do that Lightning Lane. I can immediately make another Lightning Lane after my second, after I tap my Magic Band the second time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the old Fast Pass lanes, you tap your Magic Band once, and you tap it twice once you get closer to the ride. After that second tap, you can go back in and make another selection. The problem is now, everything until like 5:30 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. has been taken.
Right.
So from I am now in the park for 5 hours where I cannot make a Lightning Lane pass for something I want to do. So now I have this 5-hour window where I'm standing in standby. So I essentially paid. Oh, and also by that time I'm ready to park hop. So I'm not even going to use the Lightning Lane for this park anymore. I'm going to use Lightning Lane for whatever park I'm hopping to. So I essentially felt like I paid $15 a day to stand in standby and maybe get one. Now, there were a couple days where Genie Plus in the Lightning Lane did work out well for us. There were times that we got like 4 rides in with it. But again, if I'm making one in the morning and I'm waking up at 7 to make a Lightning Lane around 10 or 11, and then I go to make my second one, and I can't make my second one for 5 or 6 hours later, I think that's a big issue.
So,
because
finish.
No, because some of the standby lines moved fairly quickly, but at the same time, I used to be able to book 3 things that I was guaranteed to a ride on, whereas I'm now just paying to stand in lines.
Yeah. So I can't believe. So, how should I start this? I thought that they would implement the thing that they used to do with the legacy Fast Pass system, like back when it was paper tickets, where you could get a new one either after your ride time or they had a contingency for this exact situation. If your ride time was way far out, then it was after 2 hours of holding this one. So if you got to the park and you got like a 5 o'clock Fast Pass for like 5 o'clock that night, but you're at the park at 8 in the morning, you could get another one at 10 o'clock after the 2 hours has passed, but you'll still have that 5 o'clock one. Does that make sense? That's how the legacy system was, and I'm just a little surprised that they didn't implement that either after your ride time or after 2 hours of holding on to this one.
Yeah, I was I was not a fan of Genie. And I still think that there's a happy medium. Like, if I'm able to make, let's say, I can make 2 lightning lanes, and I can choose a time. Like, if you can let me make 2 and choose the times for them, then I can fill out the rest of my day, because I can tell you that the Genie Plus section or the Genie section of Genie Plus where it builds your day for you. Like, I don't fucking need that, because I've been to Disney World tons of times before. So it's not it's not for me. Like, I don't need that, because I already know what rides I want.
Yeah.
I don't need the app to tell me that.
I feel like they need to start with choose your experience level.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not a bad idea. Like, we laugh, but well, but then again, someone's gonna confuse that and then go to guest relations. Yeah. So I hope that they work the kinks out of this system. I mean, I try to give it a pass because it's brand new. But, here we are.
It definitely needs to be fine-tuned, because I wasn't a fan.
Yeah. That's
No, it's fucking garbage.
So it was there.
It doesn't. I feel like. Sorry, Jordan. Go ahead.
No. Let me just real quick. The Saturday that we were there, we went to Magic Kingdom, and I understand going to Disney World on a weekend is going to be busy, but we got to Magic Kingdom probably around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. We stood in 3 lines. Oh no, I take it back. Let me rephrase that. We did 3 things. One of those things was the line for Starbucks.
That's not a thing.
We did the line for Starbucks. We did Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, and I think I had a lightning lane for Big Thunder Mountain.
Nice.
And then when we went to go to Haunted Mansion, it was a 60-minute wait to get into Haunted Mansion. The line went from the front doors of the mansion all the way back under the canopy, out of the gate, around under the little other canopy that they have across from Memento Mori.
Yeah.
Out down the landing by the Liberty Bell.
Holy shit! So that's how long it was when I was there, but that was with 6-foot spacing, so it was a really
no. This was not. There was no 6-foot spacing in this.
What ride was this?
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
I've been on where the overflow that wraps around by the river.
Yeah. This was almost into Frontierland. Like, that's how long that line was.
Yeah. Yep, I've done that. It sucks.
So my takeaway from Genie Plus is the biggest flaw, just from what you've both said, is that it would work best on a not crowded day.
No, it would work best if they threw it the fuck away.
Yeah, but
but
that's not an option. They're not going to do that. Like, as it is now, it would work best on a not crowded day, which ironically is when you would need it the least.
I would say that. So the funny thing is that Josh Taylor, friend of the show, Josh Taylor, did Genie Plus because they just did Genie Plus over at Disneyland. They just brought that out over there. And he did Genie Plus at his park, and he had almost a complete opposite experience than I did.
So his was good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird because Disneyland is always fucking busy.
Yep.
So, but I there were some days that Genie Plus slightly worked in our favor, but overall system did not enjoy. Give me back my Fast Pass Plus, not my Fast Pass Legacy, but my Fast Pass Plus. Man, there's no way that you can convince me that Genie Plus is a better system.
Oh, the Fast Pass machines that give you a printed ticket were better.
That's Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I like those, but I knew how to game the system, so it was fun. And there's also a lot of running involved.
Yeah, I remember when you freaking grabbed that shit out of that dude's head and you're like, run!
West Radiator Springs Racers.
Poor guy and his rascal.
But no, that's not what happened at all. No, you make me sound like an asshole.
I was there. I saw the whole thing.
Hey, Morgan says that Jordan is a better system.
I am.
And Jillian agreed. And I agree too. So, Jillian, next time you book my Disney World trip, will you get me on Jordan Plus instead of Genie Plus? Thanks.
You know what? I don't want the Jordan Plus. I'll take the Jodan Plus.
Oh, that's a totally different system. You have strong thumbs for the Jodan Plus.
Which reminds me, today's episode
is brought to you by Jodan's Rub and Tug Emporium.
What?
Oh, we got a shirt. Jordan, can I make a Jodan's Rub and Tug Emporium shirt?
Sure.
Yes. I like that I just have these random notes on my desk. And if some tragic ever happens to me and then, they have to go through my belongings and stuff and they find my notes, they're going to think I was insane.
Mostly because the one that says, "Oh my God, there are hermit crabs."
I have one here that says you can die slower in space. Anyway, can we switch over to Disaster Hour real quick for Josh? What you wanted to talk about?
I wanted to do a whole Christmas Carol rank shit.
Oh, we've done that.
But
we've done that.
Huh?
I think it was last year.
The movie. Yeah, did the Muppet ones win?
I mean, it wasn't so much a rank shit as it was a roundtable discussion.
Okay, well, did the Muppets win?
Yeah, but just.
Okay, good. We don't have to do this.
Well, no, but here's the thing. I came prepared.
Because I asked you if we've done this yet, and you said no.
But then at the time, I didn't think we had. But then I went back and looked, and we had. But here's the thing. You know what we didn't do? We didn't read some 1-star reviews on these movies.
Oh, good Lord. So I guess we're doing you gonna send them to us?
Okay, so I got 3 versions of the Christmas Carol. I got the Jim Carrey one, I got the George C. Scott one, and the Muppet one. So
okay.
So Josh, what one do you want?
So does it say? No, just randomly send them out. Let's guess which one it is.
Well, no, because they're described in the.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'll take the George C. Scott.
All right.
I'll take the Jim Carrey one.
All right, Josh gets Jim Carrey. Jordan, let's see, where are you? Jordan gets. Jordan, I hope you like this one. And I will take Muppets. So I'm gonna go first with the Muppet one, and so these 1-star reviews are off of Amazon, and they're good. Jordan just read his.
Fucking it makes no sense.
I need Jordan to go last, so I'm gonna go first. This is 1-star review off of Amazon for the Muppet Christmas Carol. 1 star, boring. This was reviewed on December 29th, 2018. This movie was created post Jim Henson, so keep that in mind. Michael Caine acted as though he was in need of quick cash. Not quite the heart and soul performance one would like to see from him. The Muppets weren't funny. The songs were so bad we advanced through them. Gonzo abused Rizzo in a most passive-aggressive way that was never even cute, let alone funny. Okay, there was a cute moment when Rizzo kissed Gonzo on the beak, nose, whatever that protuberance is. At any rate, avoid. Yeah.
Well, I disagree with everything I heard because I was.
I disagree with all of that except. I
give that rating 1 star.
Yeah. Oh, what if you could rate ratings? I guess that's what we're doing.
So I feel like you can't I can't. You can't abuse Rizzo because he's into that shit. Am I wrong?
No. Morgan just said, Scrooge and One More Sleep Till Christmas are bangers. And Morgan, you are not wrong. Like, every song in that freaking...
So the kids and I watched that on Disney Plus, and they took out the song that Scrooge's girlfriend sang.
They took that out like a long time ago, like on DVD.
Yeah, they
releases.
took that a while ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was really disappointed.
And most of the one-star reviews were about that.
I think even there's only one of the DVD releases that has that in there as well.
Yeah. So, which I don't understand. I will say that is a valid complaint because that song really tight. Because they do a reprise of it at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So the reprise is pointless if you don't have the song in it. So anyway, other than that, it's still a fantastic movie.
But I'm still gonna stick by it. Rizzo's into that shit.
Yeah.
Like he was when they introduced him in the fucking Muppet movie.
Yeah. Salacious Crumb is into that shit too. All right, Josh, give us a Jim Carrey Christmas Carol 1-star review.
This is from the J Brothers. Verified purchase. I'd give negative stars if I could. Reviewed in the United States on January 22nd, 2021. It's a few days late. This movie was dark and disturbing and most assuredly not appropriate for children. Has he not read the book? I felt like they totally missed the intended message and just tried to give kids nightmares of their own. Oh my God, again. Read a book. Promptly returned it after not even bothering to finish it? Can you do that on Amazon?
I don't know. Maybe he bought the DVD.
Okay, but it like the book's a harsh lesson on don't be an asshole, isn't it?
I mean, basically.
Like it's been since I read it in high school. Or was it the other one, Oliver and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah, that's the one.
Jordan's not paying attention anymore.
You read Oliver and Company, Josh.
That's right.
It was the Golden Book version.
I like Cheech's character in that book.
Oh man, was that your whole review?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be dark and disturbing. Jesus Christ, the Mickey Mouse one was dark and disturbing.
The book starts off literally with Marley was dead to begin with.
Yeah, but the Mickey Mouse cartoon scared the shit out of me as a child.
Yeah, they all did.
Yeah, Peg Leg Pete is the Grim Reaper. Changed my view of Peg Leg Pete for Pete.
Seek?
That Peg Leg Peak's the mountain over here.
Weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a Koopa Troopa.
All right, to wrap up this show, let's go out with a banger. I sent Jordan the 1-star review for the George C. Scott version, which I feel like most people agree. If your favorite version isn't the Muppet version, it is the George C. Scott version, right, guys? Like, are we all on board with that?
Yeah.
It's one or the other. So, Jordan, the floor is yours.
Hey, he directed Scrooge?
This is a verified purchase off Amazon, and the review says, ? Did not buy.
Don't do that when I'm taking a drink or something. Oh, God, you can't do that.
It has nothing to do with the movie at all.
I got eggnog coming out my nose.
Oh, this has gone far better than I was expecting it to go.
Oh God, why?
Did not buy, but it's a verified purchase. And
Someone is lying!
And the title is Amazon Customer Never Purchased.
Oh, hell. Okay, well, that's the best place we could possibly end this episode. Everybody, next week, stay tuned for our very large end-of-year celebration where me and Jordan and Josh and Chloe and Ryan and Jeremy are all going to sit down for a good old-fashioned Christmas-themed round of Dungeons & Dragons. It's going to be fantastic.
I need to make my character.
So does Josh.
Oh, I found my character, so.
I need to tell Ryan to actually make a character this time. Last time he didn't. Still fun, though. So stay tuned next week. That'll be our last episode of the year. Coming back in 2022 with a whole new setup. It's going to be fantastic. Allegedly. I don't actually know yet. I mean, we will be back, but hopefully the setup is fantastic. I'm putting all my faith in Josh Taylor on this one. So anyway, on that note, bye.